Hello, guys. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. Today's topic is auras, human auras, and it's a bit complicated topic with a lot of things that I should talk about, and it's not very easy for me because they are complex and they are very important, and they are not standalone. Like they're not just a part of our energy system, is strongly connected with our chakra health, with our energy centers health, and with the energy nets that we have, and that we are going to talk about that complicated topic tomorrow. But today we are talking about the auras and how they are affecting our physical body, our emotions, and how they are affected from our physical state, our emotional state, our thoughts, our connection with everything around us, connection with the source, with our soul, with the astral, all of this. And I will try to go slow with a lot of explanations. Probably you see already. If you want to check your auras, I'm here. Just follow and write that you want, and we are going to make it real time without disclosing anything too much, just checking your health basically, and what is wrong. Okay, so let's start with the very basic information. We have 7 layers of auras around our bodies, and those layers are actually not what most of the people are talking about, and all of those tutorials that you can see in YouTube, in other social medias, where you are putting your hair on a white wall and you're just gazing between your fingers to see the colors. This is a different type of auras. This is connected with the second layer or the third, but it's your momentary state of emotions. So there are 2 ways how you can see it, and basically everybody can learn to see those colorful spots around people's bodies and their own. And it's, yes, it is easy. It is exactly as it's shown on those tutorials, with some clarification here. So, if you want to see somebody else's aura, put them under a strong light and on a very bright background, and just look, I don't know, on their nose for a long time, like a couple of seconds, and if you can not move your eyes, if they don't twitch, right, slowly you will see colors. First a very, very bright white one usually, right, and after around you will see big spots of let's say light blue or green. They may be on the left side of the person or the right side of the person. Everything has meanings. If you gaze on the chest of the person, you may see around their shoulders pink or orange, red. Everything has a meaning, right? But this type of aura colors are the emotional state of the person. In my practice and in my way of learning what it means and what I can see, where I can see them, and so on, right, I'm definitely sure that the light blue is when the person is talking. And this is the throat chakra. The throat chakra is light blue, and that's why you see usually around the right side of the person, because they are actively talking right now, right? I was experimenting with my colleagues when I was working as a customer service, and believe it or not, all of them were light blue because we were talking a lot. With some red sometimes when we get angry with the customer or stressed or really very busy, like calls coming one after another, you will see a lot of red spots as well around their chest. Green when they're calm, or that's the other thing, because the green is the color of healing. The healing energy is green. A really very nice, bright, kind of soft green. When they're cold or they don't feel very well, feeling like exhausted, because customer service is a really hard job and takes a lot of your energy, you will see a green around them on the right side, because this is the action side, right? So when we were talking about the chakras, I said that at some point we are going to talk about the left and the right side, right? When we are talking about specifically those spots of color that you can see on everybody and on yourself as well, if you make a picture of yourself, again under a strong light and on a very bright background, or if you can't find a white or very bright background, you can just clear off the background from the picture and make it white. It works absolutely the same. It doesn't change anything. So you can see your own spots at that moment, because they are changing all the time, and this is only for this moment. So the right side is the action side, what you are actively doing right now, how emotionally you are, what emotions you are experiencing. The left one is very interesting because it's the upcoming energy. Somehow, and that's a very peculiar thing, right? Somehow we already have the information of what is coming in the next couple of minutes. Let's say 5 or 10 minutes, I think max, what is coming as energy. If it's still blue, means you keep talking, right? If it's green, you will be calm and just rejuvenating, resting. If it's red, you will get busy or under stress. And the other important thing is to look for dark spots, dark gray spots. They are really very easily picked. If they are on the right side, it means that the person right now has some physical issue or pain, usually around the head. If it's around the head, it's like a headache or even migraine. It will be darker gray. And if it's on the left side, is an upcoming pain, upcoming headache. It's really very interesting, and I spent a lot of hours looking at my relatives, my husband, at myself as well. I was trying to see the colors on myself, just being under a light without making a picture. It's really very hard. Especially the down part is more harder to see, maybe because the energy that is going there is more like you are taking energy in, but you are not giving out too much. So the exposure of the energy is not that strong, so it's more hard. But in the same way, if you are consistent with your work and you want to really train, you can see your own chakras as well as colors, and you will see how beautiful are the colors, and you can see also if they are in a spot that they shouldn't be, but for that maybe another time. So I wanted to make this explanation about the two types of auras. So till now we were talking about the spots that you can see on other people, on yourself as well. And there is another thing. When you're looking at your hands, because it's really very easy, just to put your hand up on the ceiling. Usually our ceilings are white, right? And gaze between your fingers. After a few seconds, you will see a layer of a color around your fingers and around your hair. It can be golden. That is absolutely brilliant. I really love that. It means really strong connection with everything, really a strong ability for healing with source light. You can see it white. Again, very strong connection with the Reiki. That is a key chi, our own energy, basically our own healing energy that everybody has. A healer is not a person that necessarily went to a very expensive course of Reiki, hundred of layers to become a master or something like that, or a Karuna Reiki or another type of healing. The quantum touch, though, doesn't apply here. The quantum touch is a technique that you really have to learn because it's a bit, I can't say dangerous, but it requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of energy to know how to take energy from the earth and from the source to can give that strong, huge amount of energy to another person to change their physical body in that moment. So it is a training, yes. But Reiki, for example, is and the other type of healings are intention, only intention. And I can tell you that people that even don't believe in spirituality or energy healing or auras, chakras, and things like that, people that are absolutely oriented only to this normal 3D life, they can do that just by hugging you, just by wishing your pain to go away, right? As a game, and your pain will go away. So basically everybody can be a healer on a certain level, and everybody can heal themselves as well, right? It's only that people don't believe in that. They believe that they must be special. No, it's not about being special. It's about your knowledge and sometimes techniques, of course, but the connection. Do you want to be a healer? If you want to be a healer, it's easy. You already have it. It's nothing that is coming outside of you. And when you are healing yourself, you're using your own energy. But when you are healing other people, this is what you need to learn, is how to take energy from another place, not to use your own energy, because then you're depleting yourself and you will get sick. And a lot of other things. We can talk about that some other time. But yes, so the color that you see on your hands, gazing between your fingers, is not the emotional color that you may have. It's not the emotion that is predominant right now in your auras, in your energy field. Is basically your main color of aura. Like if you sleep, for example, right, you can't have any emotions right now, or any thoughts or anything. This will be the color that you will show, golden or white or green, or whatever is the color, but this will be your main color, or violet. Yes, there is some explanation about the colors. You can search in internet by yourself and just make your decision what is right for you, because I can't put a definitive meaning of what the red aura means, for example. You will see people will say, oh, this is just a very busy person, right? Like with a lot of tasks on their head. They are in a hurry. They have to make a lot of things, or a big project that they are working on, and that's why they are busy. Yes, that's true. Somebody else will tell you that, oh, the red definitely means aggressivity, being aggressive, being angry, with strong negative emotions. Yes, sometimes that is true as well. Somebody else will tell you, oh, the red represents a lot of passion, sexual energy. It can be true as well. So it depends. It depends of what situation that person is, and the color represents something about that. But by all means, the natural color of the main color that you have as an aura, let's say your aura naturally is golden. It just means that you're more connected with the source. The source has a golden light energy. If your aura is white, as more of the people, like 70% of the people, their natural aura is white, it's just that you have that life force in you and you are alive, basically. Because this is the ki, chi, prana, reiki energy, and that we are using. Reiki is a white color energy. The green is about a person that in their natural state is very calming person, like calm, serene person with a peace inside. And also can be, as I said, a healer. Usually the healers have a green color. Or the person is healing, rejuvenating after a long day. And so on and so on. And as much as the colors are the colors of the chakras as well, as we are going to talk about those type of auras here, and the problems that we can find there, how they are affecting us, the meaning is almost the same. I mean, yeah, it's the only difference that the pink and the green, the heart chakra is green usually, but some people have a pink color as a heart chakra. Those are very loving people. And people in love usually have that pink aura as well for a very long time, especially when they are with the person that they are in love with. And yeah, you can check in internet about this type of aura. There are a lot of beautiful videos. But I hope this is enough for that type, so you don't make a mistake to confuse yourself with this that we are going to talk about. The 7 layers of different aura bodies that we have and what they mean for us. Because the first ones, they are just representation of our state, emotional usually, right, and action. But those ones are strongly connected with our health and our mental state, our connection with everything else. Something that you cannot see as just spots. Some people can learn to see the layers, though they become further and further away from the body. So basically for me it's impossible, right? But I have a technique. I'm using something special to can see those auras, if they are affected, are they sick or not, are they disbalanced or they are balanced. And this is all that I need to know, because they have meanings. So let's start with the first one. For now I will mark it as fully distorted, so you can see what we are talking about. So the first, yeah, and they are not looking like that, they are just a copy of your body, right? They're around. This one is the physical aura. It's really very, very, very close to your body. It's like a few centimeter or two. It is, yes, it is a red. yes, it is connected with the root chakra only by the meaning that is a physical body, nothing else. It's not connected with your fears, it's not connected with your wrong beliefs, as we spoke about the root chakra, nothing like that. It's just your physical body. And if we have a disturbance like that, means that you have physical issues. So the disturbance can be on all around you. It can be only on the top, meaning that most likely you have a migraine or a headache, right? Can be I really very rarely saw something on the bottom, but it will mean that you have a problem with the bottom part of your body, like legs, various, let's say, testicles, or, you know, hips, something wrong with the pelvis, or you have a pain in your knees, then the disturbance will be down. And of course, respectively, the left side, when you have a problem on the left side on the body, the right side when you have a problem on the right side of the body. Is that simple. But it represents only solely problems in the physical body. It can be a temporary problem like a headache. It can be something more serious, right? Like a long illness, for example, right? It's already when we are talking about the auras and chakras, and as we are going to speak tomorrow about the nets, not that much actually, but we are making an active conversation with the person. Of course, nowadays everything is from a distance, so what I'm going to do is just gather information for that person from the Akashic records and from the Hall of Amenti to know what possibly happened. I can't say it must be 100% true, though people got spooked when I start doing that, because the information comes really very, very true and is hard for me. It's a bit spooky for them. So most of the time I don't do that. I'm just gathering information. Oh, yes, you have a pain on the right side. This is your neck. This is your shoulder. That much I want to get. More than that I don't. After is the responsibility of the person to go to doctor, to check themselves, right? Or to see the difference after the healing. Because we are healing the auras, we are stabilizing them. Right? So the physical disturbance goes away. So the second one, it is the emotional body, and is this one. You see it right here. Let me make it a full body. Full body. Yeah. So the second one, it is orange, the emotional body. It is orange as the sacral chakra, and as the sacral chakra is connected with our emotions. Are you feeling sad or happy? Are you in love or you are in depression? Anything that is emotional affects that aura all the time. So that's the aura that usually is changing constantly all the time. Is very rare to see that aura being only on one side, only on the top of the head. This will have a totally different meaning. If it's on the top of the head, right, and also we have on the top of the head a physical issue, and the top of the head, the third layer, the mental aura, this definitely means that the person is just scared that something is wrong with them and they are overthinking it. They are creating illness for themselves without even checking. They didn't go to doctor. They just assume that something is wrong with them, and this will show a disturbance there. But it's very rare case. Till now, I didn't see something like that. Or if I did, um, well, it was really very rare in a very specific cases, a very complicated cases. Usually, if there is something going on with that person, right, it will be just around all the body. And is, again, I said, it is emotions, negative emotions. The auras are not affected by any way from a good emotions. So if you are happy, I will not see disturbance in your second aura, in your emotional body. It will be brilliant. It will just stay like all others layers around and without anything, right? So this is about the emotional body. The third one is the mental body. And the mental body, this one is yellow, is connected with the solar plexus, of course, chakra, and about your way of thinking. Not only about yourself, but everything. If you are under stress, right, it will affect that aura. If you are overthinking, it will affect your aura. If you are lost and you don't know who you are, it will affect your aura. It will be exactly like that, just a full disturbed aura. If you are overthinking, it will be only over your head, on the top, because you are overthinking, right? If now, again, distinction between the left and the right side. The right side is the action side and the male energy in your body. The left side is the creative side. So if the male energy is the destructive and the aggressive and the action side, the left side, the feminine side, is the creation, the nurturing, the loving, right, energy. And that's why we need to keep them together, because we need both of those energies. You can't create anything if you don't destroy something. And by destruction, I don't mean wars, right, and killing people and things like that, but stopping one process, stopping one action, and taking care of another action. So too much action that is not good for you, or too busy or something, will disturb that aura on the right side. And if you are not taking action, but you need to take an action, and you still don't do that, it will be on the left side. Is that simple? Down? No. I never saw something like a mental to be down. I don't know, nobody is talking, thinking with, but usually, usually is on the top. And this is usually representing people that are overly overthinking all the time. Overthinking. And as I said, so if we have a disturbed physical aura on the top and emotional on the top, all like that, and I see that very, very often. It's just the person overthought so much and is worrying so much that is creating a illness for themselves, a headache, migraine, a problem with the eyes, and so on and so on. A problem with the hormones as well is coming from that. So they are creating a stress that is not necessary for them, because, guys, let's be honest, right? Overthinking doesn't help with anything. If you just sit and worry about something without taking any action about it, it's not going to solve the issue or the problem that you have. So overthinking doesn't work. It just creates a problem for you. It creates a stress that leads to sickness, to illness, nothing else. But if you have idea how to change the situation that you are in, please take action. Don't think about the action that you have to take, right? As we spoke a few days ago, get help, right? Don't do it alone. Nobody's doing anything alone. Everybody needs help from somebody, friend, relative, doesn't matter. A first person that you see on the street really doesn't matter, but you need help to succeed. Everything is collective, it's not a solo. We don't do solo actions, never in our life, right? And our solo actions are affecting other people around us. So take a help, all right, and do what you can. But in the moment when you tried everything that you thought of and you still didn't resolve that problem, well, it means that you can't resolve it, or seek another help, right? Somebody to resolve that problem, or leave it. If it's not life and death matter, leave it, right? I promise it will resolve by itself somehow. But overthinking never does anything good for you. Never. So, worrying about somebody without calling them and seeing what is going on or getting information about them makes an issue for you, makes a sickness for you. So, this is the mental body. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the astral body. Astral body is very interesting one because it's the bridge in a way between the physical existence and the astral existence. So the astral body is the other us in a different plane. The astral plane is not exactly, I can't say that because there is a difference and there are many different planes of existence. We know that when people die, they go in a different spirit realm, spirit plane of existence. The astral is between the physical one that we are in and the spirit realm. So the astral realm is still you. You may feel like you have a physical body, right? But it's your astral body. And it's a connection between the spirit realm and our realm. So basically people, and that are mediums, and they get messages from dead people, right, are people that have a really very strong extended fourth aura, astral body aura, or people that claim to travel, astral body travel. They do that with that aura. It's almost physical. It's a total copy of your body with all the things that you have, like the type of hair, the type of body, anything. You don't change, right? The astral body is really very interesting, but it's a connection. It is a connection with the other realms, and very often I see those last four layers are really disturbed because a lot of people just don't have any understanding of this, that we are not that body and that mind. We are not only that, we have a lot of layers. We are, and I can say that because it's absolutely true, though it's absolutely banal saying, I know that, but we are souls having a physical experience. We are not physical beings having spiritual experience, because there is a very big difference, right? But spiritual understanding and the connection, right, with all of this is something important for our health, very important for our health. And this is our heart chakra, and that's why this aura is green. It is connected with understanding and loving yourself and loving everything else around you. Everything else around you. This is the aura that first is very important for our health, mental and physical and emotional, right? But also is important about our understanding and operating. When you're connected with yourself, some people may say that the astral one is almost your blueprint, but it's not that, it's the next one. This one is just the connection with everything that is outside of you. Birds, animals, trees, the earth by itself. Not even necessarily in a spiritual way. It's not necessary you to believe that every single bird that is outside of your window has a soul, has feelings, has thoughts, can communicate, is a living being that should exist, that must exist for the balance of that ecosystem that we are living in. Even if this is your understanding, right, it's enough to be more balanced in this specific aura, on this astral body. It's not necessary you to travel in the astral with it and see miracles and things like that, right? Though if you want and if you are brave enough, yes, because in the beginning it is scary. But it's about understanding and connection, and that all of us are connected. And the astral body is touching other people's bodies, so we make a connection in that way as well. On a soul level, your intuition is triggered. And this is, I believe, the body when people say, like, I know that somebody is watching me. Yes, absolutely. I had that experience many times. Even now I don't pay attention to it because it becomes already normal. But yes, you know, and because you are on alert state, right, protecting yourself because you are scared somebody came into your field and you don't know the intentions of that person, right? That's why you are paying attention to. But it's your astral body touching their astral body. And this is the feeling that you get. You know that they are in your field. It's weird, I know, it's weird. But yeah, so this is basically the astral body. The next one is the etheric template. The etheric template is the one that keeps the blueprint of basically your soul, who you are, and what you do, and is also a replica of your physical body. Yeah, I mean, you as a soul may not really look like what you look right now, because this is just a shell, right? This is just a body, and it looks like that because of your mother and father, their mothers and fathers, and all the genetic, right, and all the nation traits and racial traits as well, and all of this, but it's still a replica of you, but on a soul level. So on that level, we have, are you bringing some diseases from your past lives? And they are in that blueprint. Are you going to experience this or that? Is in that blueprint. Your connection with yourself, basically, right, is in that blueprint. So whenever you don't know who you are, or you are in a searching of yourselves, this aura will be disturbed in many different ways, because we are bringing a lot of information in that hour from our past lives and from our origins as well. Though about that, for the origins, we are going to talk another day. So basically, yes, all the information from your past lives and what you're going to experience here, what karma you have, is here, is in that layer. Yeah. And most of the time is fully disturbed. It's not only on one side or another side. It can be on the left or on the right, only in cases when a very big karmic issue must be resolved with a male or a female person, mother, father, husband, wife, right? Not kids, usually not. So if you have a daughter and you have a karmic relationship with her and something to resolve, it will not show on the left side of you. But also may be with something connected with how actionable you've been in your past life and how much action you have to take this life. So if your lesson this life is to be more nurturing, even being a male person, be more loving, more nurturing, more providing, not aggressive at all, more gentle, right? The disturbance will be on your left side to just show that you must learn this. So it's a very interesting layer, right? But usually it's all over. It's just a general, because people don't really understand what the karmic lesson or the karmic death means. Right? And they believe that must be a punishment. And they believe that the karma is, the karma is a bitch, yes. It's not about that, it's about lessons and about what you should do this life and what you should not do another life. And yes, some very, very bad actions like killing somebody in a previous life may lead to kind of a punishment in that one, right? No, but it's still a lesson, and the punishment is not punishment per se, because, like, what means the punishment? The punishment is only for the physical body. For the soul, it's only a learning and experience. We are accepting something as a punishment because it's painful, because we don't like it, because we are afraid of it, and so many things. But this is on a mental level, on a level of kind of thinking, right? When for the soul, the karma is a normal thing, is a natural process of resolving the balance. The balance was disturbed with the action that we did with our physical body and mind the previous time, and this time we have to make the balance, right? And it is experience, and it is a learning process. For the soul, there is nothing good or bad. Everything is normal, neutral. And this is a very complex and hard to understand topic. So this is that layer. The next one is the celestial body. The celestial body, just a second. This one, all right, is indigo. And is connected with the third eye, of course. It is the connection with our celestial body, meaning the subconscious mind on a higher level, being aware of everything that is happening. Again, is connected with knowing who you are, that you are a soul, not that body. Living a life that should be lived in a certain way. It is a connection also with your spirit guides to get help to resolve the things that you have to resolve in a more easy way, to fulfill the missions that you put in front of yourself coming here this time on life. Because every time when we choose to reincarnate here on earth, with the specific parents, specific friends, specific events that are going to happen, right? The spirit guides are there to make it more easy for us, to not to make the things right, but to not struggle that much, right? Again, unless we didn't choose to have a very, very, very hard life. And when we choose to have a very, very hard life, meaning we want to resolve a lot of karma in once, and we overtake a lot of things to happen. So, but again, this reincarnation and what is good, what is bad, and this and that, and the karmas and the things like that for another conversation. For now, it's just the connection with all that is, right? And the spirit guides that wants to help you, your guardian angels, and that are trying to protect you and trying to push you, go there because this is a good, and don't go there. And we don't listen, and they together have only one mission: to keep you safe, to make you go through everything that you should go in the best possible way, and to get the best possible things that you may even wish for, because we didn't came here on earth to struggle, or we came here to learn. On a soul level, everything is a lesson, right? And restoring the balance and restoring our memory. We have to remember who we are. So that layer of ours is always disturbed everywhere. It's not on the top, it's not on the right, it's not down, unless the person is already awakened and he has doubts, he has fears. Some people are afraid from angels. I was one of them, yes, until I made a past life regression to understand why exactly I am afraid of them, why I don't want to connect with them. That was very weird, but very interesting experience as well. And now I am okay. Some people don't believe they have spirit guides. They believe that they are totally alone. Nobody is helping them. And that's not true. Everybody has spirit guides, and there are a bunch of people that were living before on earth, ascended enough to become ascended masters, and they decided that yes, we are not going to reincarnate anymore, but we are going to help others to reach that level, and they can be everything. Absolutely. In my spirit guides, I had people that were, well, a lot of doctors, but I had physicists, mathematicians. I can't say they were able to help me too much, but I didn't ask for help as well. So, but they were there when I needed something specific, and they were leading me to information that I have to get and understand how the things are working, because it's complicated, especially when you are connecting all the healing and spirituality with the science and the quantum physics. That is really high physics, right? No, but makes sense. So they were they that helped me understand that. And kind of like helped me get everything. I had people that were teaching me how to cook, right? And that, yeah, I have a close relative. I want to say that she is my relative because she's mother of a very close friend. And she came to a friend once and said, every time when she's going to make cookies, I will be with her to help her how to make the cookies, because I know that she loves that. So imagine, so this is a guide as well. She is a guide for me. And if I go to make cookies now, I know that she will show up and she will help me with making them, or any type of sweets, because she was making them, or knitting or something. My grandmother is coming every time when I want to make a reading with tossing beans, for example, because I don't remember the meanings, but she is the one coming and telling me, no, 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 my girl, this is what it means. And I'm like, aha, so this is what it means. Okay, now I will know. So we have a lot of help. And this is the aura. When this aura is stabilized, we are more connected. We are more open to get that help. And many people may take it as their own thoughts and their own intuition, right? And there is nothing but in that. To believe in yourself and to know that, yes, I'm doing that and I'm not getting help, but actually we are getting help. But we are making the action, right? And we have to listen to our intuition. Learn when to listen to our intuition, because the intuition is not 100% something that always will. We are affecting our intuition in many other ways, with our thoughts, with our chakras being not disbalanced, having our fears, having our stops, and so on. All of this is affecting us as a whole, and our auras as well. So this is that one, and the last one is the best one, right? And it's the Keteric one. The Keteric one is also all the time just a full body disturbance. Yeah. Because this is the connection with God, with Source, with the creation of all that is, right? And we may have a very wrong really understanding of that connection. A person might be very religious and believe in that punishing a bad God that is here to help us or to punish us, and blaming him for everything that is happening, right? Usually him, right? Is the Father there in the sky? And that aura will be disturbed because that's not the truth. Or will believe that actually, yeah, there is a source that's split in a zillion Google pieces all over the universe, or whatever we should call that vast space, right, with all of these dimensions and everything. And they are as powerful, as knowledgeable, as everything, like fully omnipotent as the creator, and this will be not true as well, and that aura will be disturbed, or will be like there is no creator, there is no God, there is no source, there is nothing, right? And this aura will be disturbed because that's not the truth. Yeah, so a lot of people, right, are there, and even some awakened people going on through their journey and reaching really high level of kind of like awakening, still may have that aura disturbed because they still didn't make the proper connection with the source. To know that the source is there every time when they need it. Is it for a healing? Is it for comforting? Is it for explanation even? Is it for... Because you can go and speak with what we call God, right? With the source. It's there. Yes, you are part of it. Yes, they burst out in zillions of particles, and you're one of these lucky particles that exist in that I really don't know what to call it, but let's say universe, right? And you're evolving for whatever reason. He bursted out, right? They bursted out because he's neither a woman, neither a man. It's just energy, a very, very conscious energy, really omnipotent energy. But you can speak with them and imagine them as you wish. For me, is yes, the white-bearded old man who I feel comfortable with. And when I speak with him, right, I just sit on his lap, and he puts his arm around my shoulders, and I feel really very comfortable and loved and in peace. And a small girl, leaning on his chest. Then he can talk to me, and I will ask a question, and he will explain it as for a small girl to understand. Will show me things, and it's very, very beautiful. And there was never ever a moment when the information that I get, right, or the help that I get, because many times he helped me and gave me things that I shouldn't get, and I knew that the outcome will be disastrous. Anyway, he made it because I really wanted it, and I really cried for it. And I was like, no, I know, but please give it to me. And he was like, okay, but you are going to have a pain. You will crush your head in the wall. And I was like, no, that's okay. And he did it. And the result was bad, and I had a pain, and I crashed my head in the wall. um, but that was true. So everybody can do that, and it's really very nice. And then you are more clear where you are going and what is happening and why the things are happening. Because if you are really confused and you can't get any proper information, or you don't believe in anything else, that will be very weird. If you don't believe in past lives but you want to connect with God, but anyway, yes, why not? He will give you that information. Just be open, and you will know it, and you will understand it. It will be more easy. So this is that aura. This is that aura. And now, let me clear out that. Now I will go in a break, and after, very quickly, we will go through the disturbances of the auras and what those means. There are 6 types of issues that we can have, and we are going to go through all of them to know what is actually disturbing those auras and how they affect our mental and physical health. But this after the break. I am back. Okay, so in the last, how many, 20 minutes that left on that chat, we are going to talk about what are the issues that we can find in those auras and what they mean and how they are affecting us, especially our physical body, right? And the mental body or the mental state and psychological and so on. So there are 6 different type of issues that we can find, and I will go through all of them. So we can have rips in the aura, debris, stagnate energy, cord attachment, holes, and energetic sludges. All of them have a different meaning, and we are going to go through all of them. So, what are the rips? They're usually a result of deep emotional wounds, traumas that we didn't resolve, like loss of people, betrayal, a very long time being under stress, right? And the rip, the rip is a rip. I mean, looks like cuts in the auras, just small cuts or big cuts in the auras. And the main thing with the problems with the auras is that we are leaking energy out of those auras. About the leaks and getting energy through those rips or holes and things like that. We are going to talk tomorrow when we are talking about the nets, the energy net that is very connected with the auras, of course, and is a very important part of our energy system to stay balanced and healthy. So through those rips, we are leaking energy out, and only because of that we can't heal from those emotional wounds. The events that happened in our past are still triggering us, still making us be vulnerable, assuming things as well, right? So yeah, it's not a good thing. No, neither of those things are good, of course. But what is the signs of the rips in the auras? Any of them is emotional pain, right? Feeling constantly drained or exhausted without a clear physical, reason. And experiencing emotions that not seems to originate from within. What that means is that we are getting other people's emotions and energies coming through those rips and holes, and that's the main reason why we have to close them. First, we are losing energy, and as we spoke other day about the chakras, when the chakras are not where they should be, they're weak. They are not giving us enough energy to sustain our psychological and physical health state. But leaking energy out as well makes us even more vulnerable and more weak. So the ribs and the holes are not a good thing, right? So the second one is the cord attachments. Yes, they're a big deal, a very big deal. We are prone to attach ourselves to not only people and places but events leading to those ribs, right? But the cords, the attachments, as we call them, energy cord attachments. They're like a big bridges, like a big tubes leading from you to 100 of other places where we are keeping some memory of what happened and we didn't resolve it. We didn't forgive, we didn't forget, if you want, we didn't understand what happened, and in a way we are still leaking energy to those people, to those events, to those places. And when we can have a healthy cord attachments with our parents, siblings, partners, right, kids, and let's say where you've been born as a place, and the good memories of your childhood, for example, or your youth, there are bad cords that we should cut off and not leak energy to them, like bad relationships that we have, that we had, betrayals as events, let's say, any bad events, any bad places. Let's say we went to a disco and there something really awful happened. If we still have that cord connected to that place and that event and those people there, we are literally leaking a huge amount of energy there and feeding in a way that event to stay alive in our energy field, in our presence, in our now moment. And not only that, we are leaking our energy and we are becoming more weaker, right? But also we cannot get rid of that event. We cannot forget, we cannot heal. Because we are leaking and we are taking that bad energy coming back to us, because that cord is not only one way, it is coming both ways. So we are giving out our energy and we are taking back the negative energy. So we are disturbing our fields even more with something that happened in the past. We have to resolve it, right? In some way we have to heal from this. And the signs might be difficulty moving from the past events, of course, like how if we are still connected. Feeling drained, of course, after interacting with certain people that may look like or present the same kind of traits from the people that created that bad events for us, because we are humans and we have all the traits, right? And emotional reactions to specific places, specific people, like, no, I'm not going to go to a disco anymore, right? Or you are meeting a new person and they look like a person that hurt you before, or they just show something as a trait from a person that hurt you before. And I can give you a very, very silly example. A very silly example. So, ex-boyfriend of mine who hurt me deeply, right? He spent a lot of time on his a small laptop that he had. And he was going everywhere with that laptop. Everywhere. Yes, even in the toilet. Yeah, weird enough. He was going there and he was staying there for a long, long, long time. And after I met somebody, right, who had nothing to do as a personality from my ex-boyfriend, right? But he was on his computer all the time, like for hours, not paying attention what I'm saying, doing things, not showing me what he is doing. And at some point, believe or not, this was many years ago, of course, but I started doubting that he is going to make the same thing as my ex, and our relationship will finish in the same bad way. So I kind of transferred all of that emotion that I still kept from that pain, from that hurting, to my new person, to my new partner, and I was blaming him for what he's doing, and I was jealous, and I was like, and this was absolutely not true. He didn't do the same thing. He didn't have the intention of doing the same thing. So it was just, yes, his space. And that's all, as simple as that. But only because I had that court open and I was still getting that bad energy coming from that event and that person, I transferred everything to the new one that just showed the same kind of actions, right? In the moment when I understood that, I just cut off that cord. And during my years of awakening and ascension and so on, I cut a lot of cords with many places, many people, many events, through the shadow work, through energy work, of course. Because when I'm healing for other people auras, if I see that there are cords first, I acknowledge those cords for them, right, as information. And after intentionally, right, with intention, we are cutting off only the cords that doesn't serve any good to that person anymore. Because we are evolving, we are changing. And the past things are past. They should not affect us now. People look alike. People may act alike, but the result of their action will be different. If I had a problem with my ex and he was blonde with blue eyes, let's say, right, should I never meet anybody and make a friendship even with a blonde, blue-eyed person only because it looks like them? No, right? So it is the same. People have same traits, and in the same way, the results will be different unless we don't provoke the same results. And this is a part of the shadow work, right? To not put ourselves in the same situation every time trying to get a different result, because we are not going to. So if you had a narcissist boyfriend or husband or whatever, partner, right, wife, if you choose again a narcissist as a new relationship, the outcome will be the same, because this is a main trait. So we are not talking about did they cheat on us. It doesn't mean that the next person will cheat on us. We don't talk about bad habits, right? Because even the new person have the same bad habits. It doesn't mean that it will result to the same outcome. But we are talking about more major things. If we keep getting the same partner being a liar, they are going to lie to us. If we are getting a narcissist all the time, we are going to get narcissists. But it's our issue, is not the narcissist issue. We are choosing them because we feel more comfortable. So with the shadow work and the psychological work, that for me, the shrinks are doing the same, right? In a bit different way. We do the same. We are looking at the reason why you are choosing that cord to be still alive in your life and to affect your life and your decisions and your now moment. That's all. So cutting cords is something really very important, really very important. And believe or not, the cords will be cut only those that really doesn't do for you anything good. After we are talking about the holes. Well, the holes are almost the same like the ribs. It's just that they are bigger. So a lot more energy is going out and a lot more energy is coming in. Usually they are coming from chronic stress. People that are under stress all the time and they cannot solve that. And during my years, I understood that the stress actually is coming from a fear. And the fear may be on the different levels. You're stressing because you don't know how to do your job, for example. You don't feel prepared for it, or you don't believe that you have the skills. So it will put you on stress every time when you are working. If you are in a job, for example, that is not for you, you want to do something else and you really don't like what you are doing, but you are doing it only for the money, and this is what you found, right? It will create a stress. If you are unhappy at home and you have all the time some problems with partner, kids, something, and you can't resolve the main issue, or maybe you don't even know the main issue, that is creating that environment at your home, you will be under stress in your home. And no alcohol, no drugs, no cheating or whatsoever is going to resolve that, because you don't know what is the reason behind. So creates a big house where we are just leaking energy out and we are taking somebody's energy in, and this affects us a lot. So it's really not a good thing. Chronic fatigue, or again a sense of being drained because we are leaking energy. We can't stay okay, right? If we are not having enough energy to be okay. Difficulty maintaining focus or feeling scattered is the other thing. And of course, when you are under stress, your brain starts losing the ability to be focused, yes, to have a concentration. And your brain is just jumping here and there. That's absolutely normal. And sensitivity to external energies and environments, like when somebody says like, oh, I went to that room and I felt that something is wrong inside, is not exactly empathy, is not exactly a high sensitivity to energies. It pretty much might be a huge holes in the hours because we should be able, when we enter a room and there is a problem, to see it on the face of those people, to see on the body language that they are expressing, or what we heard, right? We should not feel it. This is not what we should. We should feel only our own energy, but not the energies around us. Empaths are amazing people. They have the hardest job ever, I believe, and the hardest talent ever. I've been there. And it was really very hard to disconnect myself from the emotions that the other person is having. Why? Because we have to stay detached. Those emotions are theirs. We should not feel them. We should not relieve their experience, because it's not our experience, it's theirs. We don't need it. But we need to be neutral, to be able to see the reason why this experience really happened. And here it comes the clairvoyance, here it comes the strong intuition, here is coming the strong knowing, right? Because if we are feeling the person's feelings, we are taking their side. And believe or not, there is never only one person guilty. There is always a combination of people and situations to lead to some outcome. Doesn't matter if it's a right outcome for a past life, something resolving, right? Or is it just a common situation? He told me that and I got hurt, and I told him that and he got hurt, and we get a big scandal, right? And I still feel very bad. And because that person is near me and I feel her or his emotions, I will be like, oh, how come, how they could say such a thing to you? But that's, yeah, right? When do we know why that person on the first started? So detachment and empathy, right, are together things. It doesn't mean that you are cold. It doesn't mean that you don't understand that person. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you are not a good person. It means that you are neutral person, paying attention, wanting to help, and this is the real empathy. A wish to help when somebody asks you for help. Otherwise, everything else is just a big holes in your aura, and you're leaking energy and you're taking energy that is not yours, and that's not a good thing. So empaths have a difficult job because they are extremely sensitive, they are extremely emotional, and this is the way how they are getting information from others. When they could make their life more easy by not leaking our energy and taking foreign energy into their body and their system, and after they get sick. Yeah, because this is what happens with the healers as well. When they're using their own energy and they're not protected, they're getting the negative energy in their system as well, and they get sick, and after they're like, oh, I started getting the same symptoms. Yes, because you didn't protect yourself, because you didn't pay attention to your energy system first. You didn't heal yourself on all levels before you start being a healer. And I was there. Yes, I was there. I made all of those mistakes. That's why I can freely speak about them now. Hoping somebody will listen and pay attention and will not repeat my mistakes, but take something for themselves and make their life easier. Okay, the fourth problem is the debris. The debris are very interesting because they are basically a residue from negative energies that entered your system and you accumulated during the time. Anger, sadness, I don't know what more to say, fears, disappointments, and so on and so on. All the negative emotions that you ever had in your life, right? Plus the negative or scary or totally horrible experience that you may had in your life, right? And they're still staying. Even when you clear them up, making a shadow work, for example, going to a shrink, and so on and so on, they will be as a residue of those energies staying. And they still may affect you. Even though you may think that you healed from a certain event, the residue staying in your aura will trigger you at some point in your life, or very often, or something. And the residue is a kind of hard to clean, because it's our human nature to be cautious. Our subconscious, the basic subconscious, right? The only one job it has is to protect you, to not get hurt, to not die, to not change anything in your life. In the moment when you change something and the subconscious starts putting in front of you old things, just to show you that no, you don't need to change that, because what if it happens again like that, or like this, or like... So the debris are basically residue files. So you're deleting an app, but you didn't delete everything from the files. So the next time when you install the same game in your phone, let's say, the game already knows that this is you played that much time, you reached that level, you didn't clear everything, right? And this is the residue, basically. So the signs are, again, feeling heavy, sluggish, or tired, because again we are talking about something that is disturbing your energy flow. So whatever it might be, it will lead to tiredness and sluggishness and all of this, right? A sense of being stuck or unable to move forward in life because of these residue files that you left from your game, right? You are still on that level. You are still with that name in that game, and the game is still there, although the main files are not present, right? But in the moment when you want to move on, you can't, because they are still there. So you can't start from level 0 again, because you are at a certain level, kind of explanation. And difficult concentrating or feeling mental foggy, because all of that information is still there, and try to reach your kind of cleaned up brain, right? So it is there, it is making disturbance in your energy, so it should go away. And the last one is the stagnate energy. The stagnate energy is the dark energy, basically, the negative energy. So when we are talking about chakras, energy centers, and things like that, they're moving aside, all right, shrink or whatever is happening with them, only because there is a big spot of dark energy, all right. And by saying dark, of course it's negative. Of course, it's nothing good to be in your system, but it's stagnant energy, energy that doesn't move. Energy that doesn't move, right, doesn't get light, and is preventing the light to come into your energy system. So this is the stagnant energy. And when we have those spots in our auras, chakras, right, the chakras are moving away because they need light. They become weak because they cannot get everything, right? And that dark energy is there to disturb the light energy as well. But the main point is not moving, right? And it becomes rotting. And on the physical plane, behind that spot of dark energy starts to have the pain, right? And the main issue. And on the other side, where is the weak chakra that is not feeding the body parts or the organs with enough energy to work, also we get a problem. So the root chakra, let's say, moved on the right side because we have a big dark spot of stagnant energy on the left side, means that both of our hips will be not okay. One will be painful because of the negative energy being there, and that hip, the left one, is not fed with light. The right one will not be strong enough to compensate for the right one, so it will start hurting as well. All of this coming from a big issue in your past, let's say, or a big money issues that you created, or somebody told you that you can't earn money, or you feel responsible for those money for your family and so on. Whatever it is the reason that is connected with your survival, right? And this is what is the stagnant energy, and it is affecting the auras in many ways. Yes, so it is preventing actually the vital energy that you need to have to be healthy, to enter your system. And again, you may feel stuck in life, not being able to move forward, whatever is the reason. It might be, I don't believe that I can create whatever I want. I am afraid that I'm not going to get that job. I'm not good enough to have that job, and so on and so on. Many ways. A persistent feeling of heaviness as well, and physical symptoms such as joint stiffness or muscle tension, because we are machines, right? And we need a lot of energy. And when we have a lot of stagnant energy around us, the light cannot come, and we are beings of light. We are created from light. Nobody is created from darkness. this is a conversation for another time, but there are no evil beings. All of the beings that may exist bursted out from the light source. I hope you can understand that. And there is a dark source that bursted out as well as a dark energy entities, and their duty is to keep the balance. So they will try to make you pay attention to your bad sides, and your duty is, in the moment when they enter your system, to recognize them, to say, okay, so you're here and you're wanting me to do this and that because I have actually that flow in me, but no, I don't want that, so go away. I will not show that dark side of me into the world. And they go away, but you become who you are. So basically this is the basics of this, but another time for the creation of all that is there. It's very interesting. It's a mind-blowing, I believe. But for me, it's absolutely normal. So we need light. That's all that I need to say about that. And all of those debris, holes, residue, cords, right, they are preventing us of getting what we need. Unhealthy chakra system prevents us of getting the light that we need. The nets that we are going to talk about tomorrow is again the same. We are losing energy and we are not getting enough energy, but we are getting energy from outside that is not ours, is alien energy. And not alien as aliens from other planets, but alien as somebody else's emotions, thoughts. Experience is not yours. It has nothing to do with you and should nothing to do with you. You are you and you have your path. Your soul may be connected with many other people, but you have your path. And everybody's else path is everybody's else path. Right? Care, love, and appreciation and compassion and all of this is amazing. Yes, and we should show to each other all of this. Doesn't matter who we are, right? You are showing that to a stranger on the street or to your family and to your kids. Is something that we should do, but not by letting their energy to affect us, because it's their energy. So, as a recap, one type of auras that you can see with your open eyes, right, by looking at your hand. Let's say, let me check what is my aura right now. Yeah, it's a golden on my hand. This is the usual color of my aura. If you look at me, right, you will see a very big light blue spot on my right, because I was talking for so long. But you will see some pink and some green and some violet, small spots here and there. All right, and on the left you will see mainly green, because I'm going to rest after I close that stream. You will see maybe a bit of gray around my neck, right? And because I feel stiff, but this is a temporary thing. And this is what you will see with your eyes. And when we are talking about the other auras, you will see all of them normal circles like this one, maybe with a bit of a disturbance here on the physical aura, again because of my stiff neck. And all that I need to do is to move, stretch a bit, stretch my neck, make some exercises so the neck becomes more loose, and this will disappear and it will become normal. Yes, so this is all for today. I hope all of that information was not really very overwhelming, because it was a lot. But the next time when we are talking about auras, that will be next Sunday, we are going to look at some examples. Yeah, some old cases that I have, what they had, why they had them, how it affected them, not sharing a personal information, just what is going on, was going on with them. So you can know more. And later on, I believe this day will be just a spiritual talk or spiritual rambling about many things that I understood during the years of my awakening and ascension. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, Monday, same time, we are talking about the nets, the quantum nets. They're very important, extremely important. They are also a bit hard to understand, and I hope I can make it more clear for you so you know yourself. Don't forget my website and all the healing services, the social medias. Please be in touch. Order some healings if you believe you need, because you may order and I may find that you're absolutely okay and everything is just a physical. We are going to talk about that tomorrow, and I will give you back the money if you are okay. And I don't need to do anything about you, right? You are not going to be charged, of course. Um, but yes, a free chakra diagnostic, free aura diagnostic will be always here if you follow, or just go into my website. So you stay happy in that Sunday, have fun, and thank you for being with me. Until tomorrow.